How's it going, everybody? Patrick with Pacific Northwesting here. Today we're in the depths of the wilderness. I think I may have stumbled across a Sasquatch. That's right, a Sasquatch. No, I'm just joking. We're in my front yard. Boop! Driveway. We're just hanging out. All right, but what we do really need to do today is get upstairs, finish everything up there, get in the master bedroom, patch a spot, finish stuff down there, get everything sanded and cleaned, because tomorrow I'm gonna paint. So let's get to it. All right, so before I do start up there, we've got some pretty nice weather. It is a little chilly out. So we gotta take the girls on an adventure. So I'm gonna strap the GoPro to my dome and let's go. That was an interesting walk, to say words. Neither of them wanted to be on that walk. They're literally finding every excuse they could to stop and smell the same bushes that they smell day in and day out. But to just take them in, like, really get that scent in. So they're probably tired from the hike we went on yesterday. I get it. But they've been pooped, they've been peed, they've been walked. Now they can relax while I get some work done. All right, we are down to the final few stages here. I'm going to be going through and sanding the walls down. Just you know, any place that's been patched or dealt with on the wall, I want to sand that down, get it as smooth as possible to blend, obviously, with this terrible skip trowel, stuff like this. So I got to do that. I need to do some caulking. I can't stand that. Can't stand that. And I need to caulk in this new piece of trim. This room's ready to sand down. And this room's ready to sand down. So, after we get done up here, I have some work to do downstairs as well. But we might as well get this out of the way. I'm not a big fan of this stage of painting, but you gotta do what you gotta do, right? Let's get into it. know, some people are going to be like, man, Patrick looks like a giant gorilla trying to use a marker or something with that caulking gun. And you know what? It may not be traditional, but it works. Check it out. A little lumpy there, just because of some of the, we'll call it the undercarriage. It's sealed. It's gonna look good once it's painted. And yeah, pretty sure when I drop that, when I drop that caulk tube, I may have messed it up a little bit. Cause it's got like the, it's just got the dribble going on now. Probably should take it to the doctor and get it checked out. All right, so this room, this little bathroom, didn't take very much sanding at all. I just needed to prep a couple spots. The skip trowel is really so poor throughout this whole house. It's really grainy and nasty that you're not gonna see any of this patchwork once the paint gets on there. I promise you this. I probably shouldn't be making promises, but I promise you, why not? We're gonna promise it anyways. Also, it just dawned on me, tomorrow, before I paint, maybe tonight after dinner, I'm gonna have to tackle this. It looks like some really poor patch job. So we'll see what I can do with it. Probably gonna have to pop this whole thing out. See what we got going on behind there. But I'm gonna have to do that tonight because I do plan on painting tomorrow. All right, so while I was standing down the hallway, I found, I don't know how I missed it. I found some damage on the window that I actually had marked and I didn't patch or caulk, so I'm gonna do that really quick. Let's see if we can make that look a little better. All right, I think it looks better. Don't mind me, just hanging out the top story window. We're all sanded, but this day took so much longer than I thought it was going to, and I found, honestly, a lot more stuff that needs to be tended to. I found some more holes in the wall. I've come across a couple like pre-Patrick patch jobs that were done with, I don't know what. One more window needs caulked in. I need to patch the bathroom still, that spot in the bathroom. I really think it would be in our best interest while we're in the position to do so that we just roll everything up here in kills. I mean, maybe gonna take another 5-gallon bucket, maybe 2, but I think peace of mind is going to be well worth it. So I might have to make a run to Home Depot and get some kills. Actually, most likely I'm going to. It's gonna need to be done. All right, and that is it for day 1. I'll pick this up tomorrow and we'll get some more work done. Day 2 upstairs of paint prep. Hope everybody's having a better day than I am. So Laura Lee and I talked about some things, and we did decide that we do need to go up at least halfway up the wall with some kills. Essentially, we want to make sure that we are ridding ourselves of any chance of cat spray, and that means, you know, we have to cover the walls. But that's okay. That is okay with me. I would rather do this all right the first time and not have to deal with it later down the road. Plus, I found some more spots on the walls. Shocking. I found some more spots on the walls that I'm gonna do some quick patching on. They're just little filler holes, so I should be able to get away with some kind of thinner patch and a wet rag, just wiping them off, not having to come back and sand them. And I'm gonna check out that vanity hole medicine cabinet issue going on in the bathroom. So I think we'll start there. Then we'll mix up some filler stuff. That's the technical name. And from there, we'll move on to patching some holes, and we'll see what happens after that. We've got stuff to do. I know we don't have enough kills to start going up the walls right now, so I may need to make a trip into town. And when I say into town, I unfortunately mean into Crescent City. Crescent City is a really cool town, don't get me wrong. It's just a long drive away, and if we generally want to get decent prices on anything, because I'm very frugal, my wife's very frugal, she's taught me well, we have to drive to like a big box store type town. It's just not here in Little Brookings, and that's fine. I mean, it is what it is. shocking. It is raining outside, so at least it's a good day to be inside working. But not quite sure when I will make that trip into town. I just don't look forward to it really. And I hate going by myself. And with my wife working, obviously it falls on me to be able to have to go do that stuff. So let's get to work, see where it takes us, and we'll take it from there. Is it gonna take us to a nap? No, it's not. Is that ultimately where I wanna go? Maybe the ocean. Maybe both. Nap at the ocean. Who knows? All right. I call this the angry room. This room like just makes me go through all the emotions. I don't understand how someone could treat this place this way. This was probably the worst room wall-wise in the house. You know, master bedroom's pretty rough, but I don't even think, I mean, I can't even zoom in good enough to get you guys like a good idea of what's going on. Let's just say, like you've seen in previous videos, instead of being able to just like mark I just had to write this whole room. It's depressing. It's depressing for me when I walk in here. I wish I would have had, it's a little depressing. It's upsetting for me when I come up here and come into this room personally. Like, I want to know just like, why? What's going on? What'd you do? There's just so much mess and grossness and destruction. Like, the doors up here were trashed and kicked in. I mean, this, come on. I don't care who you are or what you have going on in your life. If your family or your family members are acting out or treating a house or treating anything, if your family members or friends are showing any signs of like mental illness, anger issues, whatever it may be, whatever leads to this kind of stuff, reach out to them, get them some help, because this room just shoots off all kinds of terrible vibes, and I cannot wait to get it all brightened up and cleaned up and make it our own. That's going to be awesome. All right, that's going to wrap up the first portion of this video. I unfortunately, or fortunately, however you want to look at it, I'm having to split it up into a part 1, part 2. So we've got a little to be continued situation here. The rooms are done. The anger room is done. Sorry about getting emotional, or if I looked emotional, I was kind of like a little upsetty Betty about it. But it is what it is. I take pride in this place, and I want it to be a home. It's our home. So we'll see what we can do. And with that being said, stay tuned for part 2. Make sure to sub to the channel, ding the bell, hit the like button, leave a comment, anything to help us within the algorithm and to grow. And if you want to support the channel, there are some free to you ways to do it down in the description below. Yeah, I guess we're going to leave it at that, and we'll see you in part 2. So let's get into it. I feel like I kind of hit a high pitch there. Anyways, we're going to roll with it.